Esper of the Fragdolls. We're here at PAX East 2014, and we're going to be talking about something that I am super excited about, the new World of Warcraft expansion, Warlords of Draenor. And we have two very special guests with us. So we have Steve Burke and, I don't want to butcher your name, I've already asked you like 15 times, Chris Zierhut, correct? And so do you guys want to tell a little bit about what you guys do for Warlords of Draenor?
Sure. I'm the lead class designer, so I've been spending a lot of time working on all the class changes and features for the Boost to 90 experience, and generally I work on a lot of the technical systems of the game, so I'm very involved in every part of it.
And I'm a senior game designer. I work primarily on the quests and content.
Okay. And so we're seeing this new expansion. Can you guys give us a little bit of insight, like maybe some of the story aspects of it, or maybe your favorite parts about it too?
All right, yeah. Probably my favorite feature is going to be the garrisons, but I'll give you a little story first to kind of set it up. So as we get closer to shipping, we're going to have some events that are going to kind of help set the stage for what's going on. When Warlords launches, we're going to have orcs from Draenor pouring out through the Dark Portal. And so there's going to be a call to get all the heroes together to try to go solve this big crisis, including you. So you and some friends and some of our characters are going to go through the Dark Portal on kind of a suicide mission, and it's going to be very intense. You're going to go through the portal and see just thousands of orcs from these guys.
Led by these guys.
And what that's going to give us is kind of unique. It's kind of like the Death Knight experience was a little bit. It's about an hour long, but this one we're going to crank it up a little bit. It's going to be really frenetic, really dangerous. You kind of make it through by the skin of your teeth. As you're going through this experience, you're going to rescue some of the prisoners that these guys have taken, inhabitants of Draenor, including some really big characters. Gunnar is Thrall's uncle, right? Drekthar is another one. And then on the Alliance side, there's going to be a couple big Draenei figures too.
Different people have come and gone and played World of Warcraft in different eras, and maybe the last time you played the game, your favorite character was a Death Knight. You left off, and he's level 78 somewhere in Northrend, maybe Grizzly Hills, and you log on to the character because you want to play again. Like, I have no idea what these quests are in my quest log. I have no idea what this is in my inventory. Action bar. I don't remember what these buttons do, and it's really intimidating.
You're telling my story. That's actually, I'm not even joking. I'm a Draenei, like DK. I'm like, how did you know?
Because it happened to a lot of people. And so, like I said, different people have come and gone at different times, and they're in different states. And they want to play together, but they can't because they have to sort out all this stuff before they get to play. And what we really want is you go to the store, you buy Warlords of Draenor, you install it on your machine, and you're playing it tonight with your friends. There's no delay and no wait. The fun's right now, not 2 weeks or a month or whatever from now.
And I know we briefly touched on it, but I know you guys announced like a new kind of PvP zone. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
You want to cover that with Steve? You want me to do it?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the new PvP zone is called Ashran. It's kind of what I think of as it's the PvP equivalent of the Timeless Isle. So the idea of it's a space, it's an exploration space. It's like the old Alterac Valley. You used to go for like 3 or 5 days, and you just went on and on. It's got all these different locations and different points of interest where things are happening and conflicts are happening. So you can win the battle there and get some temporary advantage that helps you against the bigger fight. But the fight's always going at all times. It's not like Winter Grasp where it comes every 4 hours or something. It's continuously running the whole time. So there's bases to go to take over and win the fight there, but then there's somewhere else where the enemy is to move on to after that. Another thing we're doing with it is it's actually going to be an instance. It'll feel like you're just riding your mount in when you come in, but you're actually crossing over seamlessly into an instance. And what that lets us do is we can take players from different servers and put them together. So if you're, let's say, if you remember Winter Grasp, if you were on a server that was 90% Alliance and 10% Horde, well, you knew who was going to win Winter Grasp every single time. It was obvious, right? And we tried all kinds of things to fix it. There really wasn't a good way to fix that at the time by making the small faction more powerful, and it just felt bad. It didn't work. So what we're doing this time is, let's say there's a 90% Alliance server and a 90% Horde server. They're going to both go to the same Ashran together every single time. So you're going to actually get a fair fight whenever you're doing it. So it'll be more challenging and more interesting. And while you're there, there's also things you can engage in that are like collecting resources and doing trade skill stuff like you did in Wintergrasp. You could collect things and advance your character in trade skills or collect honor points or conquest points. But at any time, somebody could jump you. So it's the world PvP fantasy that people have really looked forward to that we're bringing back there with Ashran.
So I know with Warlords of Draenor, you guys are also going to be pushing for like a visual overhaul. I know we have seen some of the, some of the different models. Like I know like orcs and stuff have been like revamped. And so can you guys tell us a little bit about the visual overhaul?
Sure. So the artists, we've got some amazing artists. They're working really hard to revamp them and give them a lot more fidelity, a lot more character, a lot more expression. One of the things that's really important, obviously, is we don't want you to come buy the expansion, log in, and not recognize your characters. So they still look like the same character. They've just got a lot more detail to them. A lot of other changes. The oven mitts are gone. They actually have fingers, and it's surprising. Even from the back, as you're playing your own character, just seeing that extra.
You're casting a spell, you actually see the fingers moving on.
Makes a big difference. And these are also upgrades to all the orcs that you're going to see in the game, the other characters that you're going to see in the game. So everybody that you interact with, you're going to actually see that visual upgrade. One of the reasons that we don't want you to fly, especially right away, is we want you to experience that content that we've created without just hopping over and bypassing everything. It's an important part of the experience.
One thing World of Warcraft had back in 2004 was this sense of this huge world to go and explore, and all these little nooks and crannies to go find things and discover what was there. And I think in our recent expansions, we lost sight of that a little bit, and we're trying to bring back that exploration gameplay. We brought it back some with Timeless Isle, we're bringing it some with Ashran and the exploration there, but when you're questing, we want you exploring. So for example, as you're questing, we have a new type of objective where these bonus objectives will pop up based on just wandering into an area where something's happening. It's not a quest, but as you go into it, you discover this thing going on. Or you find items on the ground you can interact with that are actually like hidden treasures. So we're trying to encourage and reward exploration gameplay. But if you're flying, then what people do is they go to a website and it says fly here, fly here, fly here, and you short circuit and lose all of that fun gameplay. So being stuck to the ground gives that exploration gameplay back to the players.
Okay, and so if people wanted to find out more about Warlords of Draenor, what's like the best way to do it? Social media, website?
Absolutely. Our website is
a
great place to start.
We have presence on Facebook. We have an amazing number of fan sites. Your site. There's lots of places to go.
Awesome. So thank you guys so much. I know I am super stoked about Warlords of Draenor. Pixel is. I already know, like, when it comes out, we're probably going to live stream it, so you guys definitely better tune in and stick with us. Thank you guys so much.
Great time.
I'm so excited.
It's very cool. It's really awesome to see people play the game and execute some of these really ridiculous tricks that just look awesome. And as you guys can see behind us, we have some BMX bikers doing their thing.